Alright, well this is just bloody marvellous. Was leaving Gabriola Island and the truck wouldn't restart on the ferry. Thought might be out of gas, but I wasn't. And had to get a tow, first tow ever on the Rover. And now I got towed to a Canadian Tire parking lot, as is with every adventure. I'm just gonna find the truck again. You always seem to, there we go. You always seem to need a Canadian Tire to get you by. The reason I needed a Canadian Tire is because trying to crank the truck on the ferry, I killed the battery. And now that I've been towed to a Canadian Tire parking lot, I have a dead battery and a truck that wouldn't go even with a jump because the tow truck guy offered to do that for me. So I bought a monster big battery and enough tools to change it, and a test lamp, and some WD-40, and now we'll start to figure out what's going on. Annoying. Cheers. Okay, first step, swapping the monster battery. Got that done. Cranks really fast now, still didn't start. The tow truck operator helped me do some diagnostics before I left, and he heard the fuel pump rattling, but there's still no fuel at the injectors. So I want to just really confirm that the fuel pump is rattling and it's pumping fuel up into the throttle body, and then we'll see what we can do about getting some fuel down the injectors. It stopped raining. It's drizzling, but it's not pouring anymore, which is really, really good. Just had a nice half-hour chat with a super Rover enthusiast that would like to buy one. Maybe I should have sold it. No. Cheers. Well, turns out it's a fuel pump. I would have shot a video while I was checking it out, but I was trying to move quickly because I'm going to run out of light pretty soon. It is October.
Continue on British
anyway,
Columbia 19 alternate north for 2 kilometers.
Ivan's directions telling me where to go. Fuel pump, bad. I checked it every way from Sunday, and I always wondered what was going to happen when that thing finally let go. It's a fancy Holly $180 speed shop type fuel pump, but if it stops pumping, well, you don't have fuel and you stop. So I put power straight to the terminals, and there's nothing there. Went into Canadian Tire, no hope. Nothing in the way of a generic electric fuel pump at all. However, there is an auto parts chain in British Columbia called Lordco. I don't know if it's the whole West Coast, who knows. Anyway, it's only about 40-minute walk, and down the highway, and I'm off Lordco, and I've called them. They said they have one. It's sitting on the counter waiting for me. It's probably one of those nasty little square things that rattle away, but it'll get me home. I hope. Next installment will tell us, won't it? Anyway, I got a little hike going. Just bought some really crappy, I thought they were nuts. They weren't nuts, they were like little bits of garlicky bread. Anyway, gotta find the real meal here somewhere on the way. Cheers, wish me luck. Okay, walking back from the auto parts store, Lordco. Out of my arm, might be able to see a box down there. Fuel pump out of a Ford Ranger, 10 psi. The GM throttle body wants 12 to 15. Should be okay. Got some adapters for the fittings, and got a Subway sub. I'm feeling pretty good. Bit of a walk back to the truck. Should get these back into the get the pump installed and be on the road in under an hour. And home tonight. Yay! It's gonna be noisy. Too many cars coming. See ya. Okay, so I'm back at the truck. I got my generic fuel pump. It's actually not entirely generic. The guy at the parts counter at Lordco was really helpful. It's a pump out of a mid-90s Ford Explorer. Anyway, I got her in. Down there, kind of hacked in, plumbed in, wired in into the existing circuit. And before I even plumbed it up, I turned the key and made it listen to it rumble. And it made that nice, beautiful rumbly sound, which you can't hear because it's a really quiet pump. But that's not the sound we're all waiting for. This is the sound we're all waiting for. That beautiful sound of that 4.3 rumbling away. Anyway, okay, so an easy fix, well, relatively easy fix. And to tell you the truth, I was kind of wondering how long that pump would last. It was quite an expensive pump. A Holly, something or other, blue, sort of hot rod pump. But it's got a lot of miles and a lot of hours. That pump's been running for thousands of hours. So I'm really pleased. Nanaimo, I've been here long enough. Time to go home. Cheers.